Hello students, I welcome you all to today's session. I hope all of you are doing perfect at your places. Today's topic is getting to know plants. So learning objectives, classify the plants on the basis of their shapes and adaptability. Know about the different parts of a plant, know about the function of each part of a plant, know how plants prepare and store their food, know how plants get their nourishment. So this entire chapter is going to deal with everything associated with plants, their different shapes, their functions, and which parts contribute to what kind of functions for the entirety of the plant's well-being. Let's begin with the chapter. So now we know that plants are present all around us. They are the living components of our environment. They can grow in various kinds of habitats and climates and accordingly exhibit variations in shapes and adaptations. However, if we observe shapes and adaptations of plants, we will find that all plants have a common structure and similar parts. Each part of the plant performs some specific functions, and in this chapter we will study about the structure and functions of each part of a plant. But first of all, we are going to know the kinds of plants. तो इस चैप्टर में आप प्लांट्स के ही अलग अलग पार्ट्स के बारे में पढ़ने वाले हो, कौन से फंक्शंस वो परफॉर्म करते हैं. बट बिफोर गोइंग टू दैट पार्ट, उससे पहले हम अलग अलग टाइप्स ऑफ प्लांट्स पढ़ने वाले हैं. सो लेट्स बिगिन विद द काइंड्स ऑफ प्लांट्स. We see different kinds of plants around us and they have diverse features. They differ from each other in height, types of stem and branching pattern. On the basis of their structural features, we can classify plants into following three classes. So अलग अलग टाइप के प्लांट्स होते हैं, डिफरेंट हाइट, डिफरेंट शेप्स, सम आर फ्लावरिंग, सम आर नॉन फ्लावरिंग, ब्रांचेस में भी डिफरेंस होते हैं. On the basis of their height, the types of leaves they have, the types of shape they have, we have four categories. Number one is herbs. These are plants with a short height and green and tender stems. They generally do not have many branches. For example, brinjal and lady finger. अब ladies finger and brinjal ये आपके कुछ ऐसे herbs में आते हैं. इनके stem बहुत ही tender, बहुत ही weak होती हैं. And maximum times इनके जो आपके stems आपको देखने को मिलेंगे, they're usually green and they do not have much branches. And then we have shrubs. These are plants with hard stems. They have branches near the soil surface. Their stem is harder than herbs but not as thick as in trees. Shrubs are much smaller than trees but taller than herbs. For example, tomato and henna. अब आपके आते हैं shrubs. इनकी जो height होती है, it is moderately high. ये आपकी comparison अगर करेंगे तो आपके herbs से लंबे होते हैं, but again trees से छोटे होते हैं. For example, tomato and henna. Then we have trees, the highest of all the plants. Tall plants with hard and thick brown stems are called the trees and their stems branch above the ground in the upper parts, for example neem and banyan. Then you have the third category of kinds of plants and these are the highest amongst all categories of plants and these are the trees. इनके जो आपको wood वगैरह मिलेगा, branches, a stem, they'll be hard, they'll be thick and they'll be bushy as well. For example neem and banyan, they are very tall. Now let's see different parts of a plant. The plant body can be divided into two parts, the root system and the shoot system. Let us study the structure and function of each of these parts in detail. Before going ahead with the root and the shoot system, there's a factopedia. The plants can also be divided into following categories. Number one is creepers, plants with weak stems which cannot stand erect and which spread on the ground. And second is climbers, plants which take support of a neighboring object to stand upright. So apart from these three categories of plants which we have, for example, your herbs, shrubs and trees, we have two more categories and it is that of climbers and creepers. Creepers are the plants which crawl around or alongside the ground, for example, your pumpkin. बहुत ही वीक इनकी स्टेम होती है. देन यू हैव क्लाइंबर्स, इनकी भी स्टेम्स और जो ब्रांचेस होती हैं दे आर वेरी वीक बट वंस यू गिव देम सपोर्ट दे कैन क्लाइंब ऑन द थिंग्स यू प्रोवाइड देम सपोर्ट विद. नाउ लेट्स बिगिन विद द रूट सिस्टम. Roots are found in the ground. They hold the plant firmly to the soil. They are non-green and grow away from sunlight. Roots collect water and nutrients from the soil and these to the stem and leaves and these are of again two types. So you have root system. Roots आपकी जो होती हैं soil के नीचे रहती हैं, underground part होता है and it connects the entire part of the plant to the roots. Now you have again two types of roots. Number one is taproot system. It consists of a main root which grows vertically downwards into soil. It is also known as primary root and gives out lateral branches called secondary roots. These further divide into smaller tertiary roots. This kind of root is seen in carrot, beans, peas and radish. So taproot system होती है. It is also an underground part. Vertically ground की तरफ आपकी जाती है and this also provides nutrient to the rest of the part of plants. And then you have fibrous root system. In this system, a number of thread-like roots arise in a cluster from a common point at the base of the stem. These are spread out into the soil and give support to the plant. These roots are known as fibrous or adventitious roots and are present in wheat, grass, maize, millets, etc. Now you have fibrous root, for example, जो आपको wheat के cases में देखने को मिलता है. These are very fibrous, they're bushy roots, and these also provide support to the plant. Now let's see the functions of a root. The primary functions of a root are, number one, roots fix and anchor the plants to the soil. Second, they help in the absorption of water and minerals required for the growth and development of plants from the soil. Then roots also bind the soil together and prevent the washing away of soil, which is popularly known as soil erosion, by the water or wind, and they give support to the plants and help them to stand erect. So these are the four primary functions of the root. They anchor the plants. एक जगह पे, जो आपके प्लांट एक पोजीशन में एक जगह पे खड़े रहते हैं, बहुत अगर हवा भी चलती है तो भी नहीं हिलते हैं, इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ द रूट्स. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, सॉइल इरोजन को ये प्रिवेंट करता है बाय बाइंडिंग द सॉइल with the roots of the plants. Modifications of the roots. Based on the special needs of a plant, roots may perform special functions other than absorbing water and minerals. These roots are called modified roots, and the following is a list of various functions of these roots. So before going ahead and looking at the roots functions, roots आपकी modify भी हो जाती हैं and then they perform different kinds of functions. Now there's an activity. You pull out some grass from the soil and also a weed with a taproot. Which one of the two was easier to pull out? Which type of root provides better anchorage to the plant? Now what do you have to do? आपको जाना है, grasses को आपको pull करना है, साथ में आपको क्या करना है, taproot के साथ आपको weed को भी बाहर की तरफ पुल कर लेना है. एंड यू हैव टू टेल विच वन वाज इजियर टू प्लक एंड व्हाई, एंड कौन से प्लांट का, वीड का या किसी प्रॉपर प्लांट का रूट कौन सा बेटर एंकरेज देता है. Now, storage of food. Roots of radish, sweet potato, carrot, etc. are swollen as they store food in them. This food is utilized by the plants for their growth and development. We eat these swollen roots, for example, sweet potato, carrot, radish and turnip, etc. Now, you have storage of food. कुछ roots थोड़े से आपके swelled up होते हैं, reason being कि वो अपने अंदर food store कर लेते हैं. इनको हम consume भी करते हैं. These are edible, for example, carrot and radish. Now, provide support. In plants like the banyan tree, a number of roots arise from the horizontal branches of the tree. Some of these penetrate the soil while some become as thick as the tree. In both the cases, they support the tree and are therefore known as supporting or prop roots. Now you have certain roots जो बहुत ज़्यादा thick हो जाते हैं, as thick as the branches of your trees, and they also provide support to the plants. Now table showing difference between the taproot and the fibrous root systems. This is just a summarized version of what we have studied just now. So taproot system, the root grows vertically down the soil. Root system contains a long main root called taproot or primary root. Primary root is branched into secondary and tertiary roots. The roots are of different thickness, primary being the thickest and tertiary being the thinnest. Example, pea, gram, mango. And then you have the fibrous roots. These roots spread out in the soil. Root system does not contain any main root. The fibrous roots are not branched further and the roots are of the same thickness. For example, wheat, grass, maize, etc. So root or taproot और fibrous root system में कुछ basic differences होते हैं. Vertical inversion का difference होता है. Fibrous root system में कोई main root आपको देखने को नहीं मिलेगी. So this is just a summarized version. अभी हमने detail में इसी को पढ़ा था. Nitrogen fixation. The leguminous plants like peas and groundnuts have nodules, small knob-like outgrowths on their roots. These nodules contain special bacteria rhizobium which can fix nitrogen from the atmosphere and provide into the plants. Now we have nitrogen also all around us. सबसे ज़्यादा maximum composition उसी का है, and ह्यूमन बींग्स तो नहीं इतना कंज्यूम करते हैं, बट प्लांट्स नीड इट. बट प्लांट्स भी डायरेक्टली इसको अब्जॉर्ब नहीं कर सकते हैं. फॉर दैट यू नीड लेग्यूमिनस प्लांट्स. इनकी रूट नोड्यूल्स में नॉब लाइक आउटग्रोथ होती है विच इज राइजोबियम, जो नाइट्रोजन को अब्जॉर्ब करता है, विच इज नोन एज नाइट्रोजन फिक्सेशन, एंड देन फर्दर प्लांट्स इसको अपने ग्रोथ के लिए यूज करते हैं. Now activity, uproot a healthy plant from the soil, cut the roots and put the remaining plant again in the soil. Leave for a few days and water regularly. What do you observe? The plant slowly wilts and dies because the plant is unable to absorb water from the soil due to the absence of roots. तो आपको क्या करना है? आपको एक प्लांट लेना है, अपरूट करना है, रूट काट देने हैं और प्लांट में उसको वाटर करते रहिए रेगुलर 4-5 दिन तक. 2-3 दिन में ही आपको दिख जाएगा कि वो प्लांट धीरे धीरे डाई आउट होने लग जाएगा. रीजन, क्योंकि रूट्स नहीं है. रूट्स नहीं होंगे तो वाटर भी पूरे प्लांट तक सप्लाई हो ही नहीं पाएगा. Now there's a factopedia. In snowy regions, due to heavy snowfall and low temperature, the plant may die. However, the roots of these plants remain alive, though in a dormant or inactive state. When summers arrive, the roots of these plants come out of their dormant state and become active. Gradually, new plants arise from these roots. अब snowy regions में कुछ roots आपके dormant हो जाते हैं, यानी कि छुप जाते हैं. अब जैसे ही बहुत ज़्यादा विंटर होता है, ग्रोथ हो नहीं पाती है, तो these roots go underground and they hide themselves. जैसे ही समर्स आती हैं, फेवरेबल कंडीशंस आती हैं, these come out and इन्हीं से फिर नए प्लांट्स आपके ग्रो कर जाते हैं. Now we have the shoot system. The part of the plant which is above the ground, consisting of the main stem, its branches, flowers, leaves and fruits, is called the shoot system. Let us study each of its parts one by one. अब अंडरग्राउंड हो गया रूट सिस्टम, ग्राउंड के ऊपर जितना भी पार्ट होता है आपका, वो सारे के सारे आपके आते हैं शूट सिस्टम में. Now before going ahead, think yourself, what do you mean by the root system? What are the adventitious roots? Give an example. What is the importance of roots for the growth of a plant, and what do you mean by the term modified roots? All these things we have studied in this chapter till now. Please look at the things, revise the entire chapter till here and answer these following questions. Now the stem, the first part of your shoot system. The stem works as the main axis of the shoot system. It is the link between the roots and rest of the parts of the plant. This is the strongest part of the tree, known as the trunk. It holds the plant upright. However, stems of a few plants are weak and are therefore unable to keep the plants erect. Most trunks are covered with a dead covering called the bark, and this protects the inner parts of the tree from injuries or infections. So now you have the stem. अब ये अलग-अलग इसमें आपके vessels आपको देखने को मिलेंगे. खाना, उसके अलावा पानी वगैरह हो गया, रूट से बाकी पार्ट्स तक पहुंचाना, ये काम स्टेम ही करता है. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट आपका प्लांट जो एक प्रॉपर अपराइट पोजीशन में खड़ा रहता है, इट इज ऑल्सो बिकॉज ऑफ द स्टेम्स. नाउ लेट्स सी द फंक्शंस ऑफ स्टेम. द मेन फंक्शंस ऑफ स्टेम आर: Number 1, the stem bears branches, leaves, flowers and fruits. It holds the leaves in such a way that they get plenty of sunlight. Stems carry water and minerals from the roots to the leaves and flowers while transporting food from leaves to other parts of the plant. These are also modified to perform special functions. अब आपके stem क्या करते हैं? इसी में आपके branches होते हैं, leaves इसी में होते हैं, flowers आपके stems की वजह से ही grow कर पाते हैं. Apart from that, minerals, water का supply होता है, and then just like roots, stems also modify themselves for specific functions. Now, modifications of stems. We already know that stems of many plants are modified to perform some other specific functions. Let us know them. But before going ahead, there is a factopedia. Redwood tree in California is the longest plant in the world. It is also known as the general Sherman. Redwood tree has trunk which is more than 80 meters high. It is about 30 meters thick at its base and is believed to be roughly 2300 to 2700 years old. So there's a redwood tree in California, longest plant. It is also known as general Sherman. And then you have redwood tree, the trunk of the redwood tree. It is more than 80 meters and it is believed कि इसका जो thickness होता है, it is also around 30 meters and it is around 2300 to 2700 years old. Now the functions of stems. Number 1 is storage. Some plants have stems that grow underground and store food. For example, potato, onion, ginger. As they are underground, they look like roots, but they are actually stems. These are able to produce new plants like any other stem. If you observe a potato carefully, you can see small structures called the eyes in them. Each eye has buds surrounded by scaly leaves and each bud can give rise to a new plant. अब stems आपका क्या करते हैं? They store the food into them. Potato में आपको दिखता है छोटे-छोटे से spots which we call as the eye of the potato. इसमें भी आपके अलग-अलग nodules होते हैं and each nodule can grow again into a new plant. Then support. Many plants have very weak stems which cannot support the weight of that plant. For example, grapevine, gourd and passion flowers. The stems of these plants need support to stand and receive sunlight for the manufacture of food. Their stems modify themselves into small thread-like outgrowths called tendrils and they help the plants to climb by coiling around any neighboring object for the support. Then you have the second thing which is the support. Stems आपके पूरे plant को support provide करते हैं. They have tendrils like structure. ये पूरा coil गोल-गोल spiral हो के support ले लेते हैं neighbor side में जो भी चीजें available होती हैं. And then food making. As you have studied that stems of desert plants like cacti are thick, fleshy and green. These are modified to store water and perform photosynthesis to manufacture food for the plant. अब क्या करते हैं? Stems, certain stems also aid in the food making process of the plants. For example, desert में आपका castine नाम का plant होता है which is extremely fleshy and this also aids in the food making process. Now we have the leaf. Leaves grow from the stem of a plant and can be of many different shapes and sizes. A leaf is attached to the stem by soft and thin petiole. The point of attachment in the stem is called the node, and the flat green structure of a leaf expanded horizontally is leaf lamina or leaf blade. It is green in color due to the presence of a pigment called chlorophyll, which carries out the process of photosynthesis. Each leaf has a central midrib which continues with the petiole, and the midrib branches into a network of veins. The veins provide support to the blade and help in the transport of materials to and away from the leaves. The arrangement of veins called venations can again be of two types. But before moving ahead, so you have leaf, आपके नोज होते हैं, नोज की वजह से ही आपका जो स्टेम होता है वो बाकी लेमिना से अटैच होता है. अगेन द वेनेशंस, जो आपकी लाइंस होती हैं लीव्स के ऊपर, वो भी आपकी दो तरीके की होती हैं. नंबर 1 is reticulate venation. Net-like veins on both the sides of the midrib, for example, mango leaves, mulberry leaves, etc. And then you have the parallel venations. Veins, instead of forming a single network, are arranged parallel to each other, for example, banana leaves, etc. So you have two kinds of venation. One is reticulate venation, जहाँ पे एक midrib होती है, midrib से attach होकर आपकी veins निकलती हैं. Then you have parallel venations, जहाँ पे आपकी कोई attachment नहीं होती है midrib से. Instead you have the parallel lines, for example, as you can see in the case of banana leaves. Now there is an activity. Collect different types of various shapes. Place leaves on a paper with the lower surface facing upwards. Keep another sheet of paper on the leaves. Rub the paper with the crayon over the leaves. What do you observe? Impressions of leaves appear on the paper. Compare the impressions. You will find that each leaf is unique. अलग-अलग trees से अलग-अलग type की leaves को pluck करिए. उनके impressions को ink वगैरह पे आप water color से आप उसमें impression आप paste कर सकते हैं. Then you will notice हर एक leaf unique होती है. Now leaves may be arranged on a branch in various ways. These may be opposite to each other, alternate, or in the form of whorls. Now you have functions of leaf. Some of the main functions of leaves are: number 1, the primary function of leaves is to manufacture food by the process of photosynthesis. They contain a green pigment called chlorophyll, which traps sunlight, which is the source of energy for the plant. Leaves have tiny pores called stomata. These help in the exchange of gases, oxygen and carbon dioxide during respiration. The excess of water present in the plants is lost through stomata present in the leaves by the process of transpiration. अब आपकी जो leaves होती हैं, main जो आपका food making process होता है of the plant, it happens actually in the part of this plant only. Leaf में ही होता है क्योंकि ये green color की होती हैं because of the pigment present which is chlorophyll. और इस क्लोरोफिल जिस लीफ में होता है वही सन की लाइट को ट्रैप कर पाते हैं. देन एंटायर प्रोसेस बिगिंस. Now, like the other parts of a plant, leaves are also modified to help in various other functions. Let us study them. So let's begin with the modification of leaves. In many plants, leaves take over the functions other than manufacture of food. These leaves are called modified leaves. Given below are their functions. So roots, stems की तरह leaves भी modify होती हैं to carry forward specific functions. Let's begin with the first function, which is support. Leaves or leaf tips are also modified into soft coiled or wire-like structures called tendrils. They give support to the plants with weak stems. A few examples are grape plant and glory lily. So just like other parts of your plant, leaves भी modify होती हैं and then they modify themselves into such structures ताकि plant को support दे पाएं. Now think yourself, what are the main functions of a stem? How can you say that potato is an underground stem? What are tendrils? Name some plants with tendrils. What do you know about the structure of a leaf? And what are the main functions of leaf? So these are certain questions. अभी तक हमने जो भी चीजें चैप्टर में पढ़ी हैं उसी के बेसिस में these are some questions. Please answer them. Now second functions of your modified leaves is to conserve water. As you know that in desert plants like castile, leaves are reduced to fine pointed and hard spines. These modification of leaves helps the plants to conserve water and grow in desert areas and then provide protection. The leaves modified into pointed spines also protect the plants from enemies. So दूसरा function है water को conserve करना. Desert जैसी जगह पे जहाँ बहुत गर्मी होती है, transpiration से और water loss ना हो जाए, जो आपके कुछ plants होते हैं उनकी leaves बहुत ज़्यादा thick pointed हो जाती हैं to conserve the water, and the last function is to protect the entire plant. Then you have flowers. Different plants have different flowers. They are of many shapes, sizes and colors. In fact, we identify many plants through their flowers. Different flowers have different smells, and there are some which do not have smell at all. अलग-अलग flowers होते हैं. These are again the parts of your plants only. Certain flowers have really beautiful fragrance और कुछ flowers में आपको किसी भी type की smell देखने को नहीं मिलती है. Flowers are also the reproductive part of your plant. Now studying a flower. Each flower consists of some parts. A flower is attached to the branch of a plant by a stalk called pedicel. This pedicel swells up at its tip to form a platform-like structure called thalamus. The thalamus bears the parts of the flowers in 4 circles, and these circles are called the whorls. Each whorl consists of sepals, petals, stamens and carpels, and let us study about them one by one. So you have entire flower, आपका thalamus से ये grow करता है, आपका एक structure provide करता है, और whorls में, for example, rose का plant भी आप देखोगे उसमें आपको whorls दिखाई देते हैं, इनको आप petals वगैरह बोलते हो, एक whorl type area वो form कर लेता है, हर एक whorl में आपका sepal, petals, stamen और carpels होते हैं. Now let's study about them one by one. Number 1 is a sepals. The outermost whorl of a flower is green in color and is formed by sepals. These protect the young flowers or the buds, and the whorl formed by the sepals is called the calyx. Outermost part आपका sepal होता है, it is usually green in color. It provides protection to the entire plant, and ये जो whorl होता है, we call it the calyx. Then you have petals. The petals form the second whorl of the flower. These are the brightly colored and have a typical color or odor to attract butterflies, bees, other insects and birds. One can recognize a flower by its petals and smell. अब petals आपका second whorl होता है, इसमें आपका एक unique type का fragrance होता है जो अलग-अलग insects और butterflies को trap करने के लिए भी use करा जाता है. जो आपको अलग-अलग flowers में smell आती है, different kind of fragrance आती है, it is because of your petals. Then you have the stamens. They make the third whorl. They are the male reproductive organs of a flower. Each stamen is made up of filament which bears a swollen structure called anther. Anthers produce very fine structures called pollen grains which bear the male gametes, and the whorl formed by all the stamens is called the androecium. अब आपका stamens आता है, third whorl इससे बनता है, इसमें आपका male reproductive part होता है flower का, plant का, and this whorl formed by the stamens is known as the androecium. Then you have the carpels. The carpel is the female reproductive part of the flower. It is the last whorl of a plant. The carpel is made up of a swollen base known as ovary which bears ovules. Each ovule consists of a female gamete egg. The ovary is extended into a stalk-like structure called the style and ending in a small round structure called stigma. The stigma receives pollen grains on its sticky surface which further results in fertilization, and the whorl that constitute female reproductive system is called the gynoecium. अब आपका last whorl आता है which is the fourth whorl known as the carpel. इसमें आपके ovules होते हैं. This is the female reproductive part of the plant and इसे बोला जाता है gynoecium. Now let's see the functions of flowers. Given below are the main functions of the flower of a plant. Being the reproductive organ, flowers grow into fruit and seeds which further develop into new plants. Different flowers have different odor. This characteristic feature of flowers has been used by humans to make perfumes. For example, flowers like rose, jasmine and lavender are used to make perfumes. Flowers are used in aromatherapy for curing many diseases, and we use flowers for decoration in temples, marriages and other occasions because of the beautiful colors, shapes and fragrance. Some flowers buds such as clove and saffron are used to spice in their dried form. So flowers में unique type की fragrance होती है. They look also really beautiful. अलग-अलग occasions में, marriages में, temples में भी use करे जाते हैं. Jasmine, lavender जैसे flowers से perfumes भी बनाए जाते हैं. And then you have certain parts of your flowers, for example clove and saffron, जिसको dry करके आपके spices की तरह भी use करा जाता है. Now flowers also differ. A large variety of flowers exist on the earth. Each type of a plant has a typical flower. Each flower has a specific form, structure and features. Let us learn about them. Each plant species bears flowers of a specific color. For example, sunflowers are yellow in color, while roses may be red, pink, yellow or white. Different flowers smell differently. For example, rose and jasmine flowers can be recognized by the distinct fragrances, whereas flowers like sunflower and China rose do not have any fragrance at all. If you observe flowers of different plants, you will find different numbers of petals, sepals and stamens. Even the arrangement of these parts of a flower differ from each other. Different flowers require different kinds of habitat. Some bloom in water while some need less amount of water. For example, lotus grows and floats in water while flowers of desert plants grow in dry conditions. So you have different kinds of flowers. आपके कुछ ऐसे flowers होते हैं जैसे कि आपका jasmine हो गया, सनफ्लावर हो गया, स्पेसिफिक कलर होगा, देन यू हैव डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ स्पीशीज, फॉर एग्जांपल रोज आपको पिंक में भी मिल जाएगा, रेड में भी मिल जाएगा, व्हाइट में भी मिल जाएगा. सो यू हैव डिफरेंट वैरायटीज. कुछ आपके ऐसे फ्लावर्स होते हैं जैसे कि लोटस बहुत सारे पानी में ग्रो करता है. देन यू हैव सर्टेन फ्लावर्स जो आपके डेजर्ट फ्लावर्स होते हैं, उसमें आपका बहुत ड्राई कंडीशंस होती है, लेस वाटर में भी वो ग्रो कर जाते हैं. Then you have the fruit. The next stage after a flower is the fruit. A juicy pulpy structure of a plant that we eat is called the fruit. It develops from the ovary of a flower after its maturation. In other words, the fruit is ripened ovary. The fruit consists of two parts, that is a pericarp or fruit wall and the seed. The pericarp develops from the wall of the ovary, whereas the seed develops from its ovule. The pericarp is made up of three layers which are explained below. अब आपका आता है फ्रूट. फ्रूट आपका जो पल्पी पार्ट होता है विच इज एडिबल, हम खाते भी हैं, ये आपका फ्लावर के ओव्यूल वाले पार्ट से ही ग्रो करता है. इसमें भी दो आपकी कैटेगरीज होती हैं. फ्रूट में भी दो पार्ट्स होते हैं. वन इज द पेरिकार्प विच इज द आउटर पार्ट एंड देन इनसाइड इज द सीड. पेरिकार्प की भी अलग अलग लेयर्स होती है. लेट्स स्टडी देम. नंबर वन इज द एपिकार्प. The outermost layer which forms the skin of the fruit is called the epicarp. In some fruits like mango and banana we discard it, whereas in some such as apple and guava we eat it. Then you have the mesocarp. It is the middle fleshy and edible layer of a fruit such as mango and banana. And the last is the endocarp. It is the innermost and hard layer which encloses the seed of a fruit, for example the mango और द सीड. अब आपका आते हैं तीन पार्ट्स. पहला होता है एपिकार्प. आउटर पार्ट होता है, कुछ कुछ के आउटर पार्ट यानी कि एपिकार्प कंज्यूम कर लेते हो. फॉर एग्जांपल एप्पल का जो रेड पार्ट होता है वी कंज्यूम इट. ऑरेंज का बाहर का जो पार्ट होता है छिलका जिसे हम बोलते हैं वो हम कंज्यूम नहीं करते. दिस इज द एपिकार्प. देन कम्स द मेसोकार्प. ये अंदर का पार्ट होता है विच इज फ्लेशी. एप्पल का भी अंदर का पार्ट फ्लेशी होता है, मैंगो का भी अंदर का पार्ट फ्लेशी होता है, ये कंप्लीटली एडिबल होता है. फिर आता है एंडोस्कार्प. एंडोकार्प जो होता है ये बिल्कुल अंदर का पार्ट होता है, थोड़ा हार्ड होता है, जिसमें आपका सीड एनक्लोज्ड होता है. दिस इज नॉट एडिबल. यहाँ पे आपको बीज ही देखने को मिलेगा. Now functions of fruits. Given below are the main functions of fruits. Fruits store food material and are consumed widely by living beings. Fruits contain seeds inside them and protect them against adverse climatic conditions. The fruits help in the dispersal of seeds. Fruits are plucked, stored and transported to different areas. After eating them, the seeds are thrown away. तो आपके fruits का main function क्या होता है? ये जो seeds होते हैं इसके अंदर, एक्चुअल में जो फ्रूट होता है वो इस सीड को प्रोटेक्ट करके रखता है. नाउ बिकॉज इट इज एडिबल, इट इज वाइडली कंज्यूम्ड बाय ऑल द ह्यूमन बींग्स या लिविंग बींग्स. सब इसे खा सकते हैं, प्लग करते हैं मैच्योर होने के बाद, एंड इट इज ट्रांसपोर्टेड टू अदर पार्ट्स ऑफ द कंट्रीज, या फिर अब पूरे वर्ल्ड में ट्रांसपोर्ट किया जाता है और खाने के बाद बीज को फेंक दिया जाता है. Then comes the seed. The fertilized ovule which is found inside the fruit is called the seed. A baby plant called the embryo remains safe inside the seed. The embryo is protected by cotyledons which also store food needed by the embryo to grow. Then the embryo consists of two parts, that is plumule which grows into the root and radicle that develops into the root. So when seeds find favorable conditions of water, oxygen and temperature, they germinate and the embryo gives rise to a young plant called the seedling. This grows into a mature plant which gradually produces flowers and fruits, and it shows that species of plants are propagated by seeds. अब आपके seeds आते हैं, एम्ब्रियोनिक स्ट्रक्चर होता है ये आपका. जब एम्ब्रियो को ग्रो करवाना होता है, ऑल द न्यूट्रिएंट्स दैट यू गेट वो आपका सीड के अंदर ही होता है, और जो सीड होता है उसके अंदर आपके प्रोटीन लाइक स्ट्रक्चर्स भी होते हैं विच गिव्स राइज टू द एम्ब्रियो ऑल्सो. Now you have the functions of seeds. Given below are the main functions of seeds. They protect the embryos and provide nourishment for their growth and development. A few seeds are light in weight and can be dispersed easily by wind, water or animals. Seed dispersal helps in the distribution of species and better growth due to increased competition and in fertile lands. अब आपका जो seeds के main functions क्या होते हैं? सबसे पहले क्योंकि इसमें एम्ब्रियो होता है, सीड्स से ही आपके नए प्लांट्स भी ग्रो करते हैं, तो इनिशियल स्टेज में एम्ब्रियो को ग्रो करवाने के लिए जो प्रोटीन या नेसेसरी कंडीशंस जो चाहिए होती हैं वो सीड्स ही प्रोवाइड करते हैं. एंड देन फर्दर आपका पूरे प्लांट को ग्रो करने में भी सीड ही हेल्प करते हैं. Now think yourself, what do you mean by the whorl? Write the number of whorls a flower has. Which part of the plant develops into the fruit and its seeds? What are the ways in which flowers differ? What is the significance of cotyledons? What are the functions of seeds? And leaves are the kitchen of a plant. Do you agree and do you not? So these are certain questions. अभी तक जितनी भी चीजें हमने पढ़ी हैं based on that, and please answer yourselves. Now there's a glimpse of chapter. Root system, parts of the plant that remain under the ground. Shoot system, parts of the plant that remain above the ground. Cotyledons, protective covering of embryo which stores foods for its nourishment. Note the point in a stem where a leaf is attached. Pericarp, part of a fruit which develops from the wall of ovary. Plumule, part of embryo which grows into shoot. prop roots, additional roots which grow and hang down from the branches and give additional support to the trees. Radicle, part of embryo which grows into root. Root nodule, small knob-like outgrowths on the roots of the leguminous plants. Seedling, a young plant. Stem, main axis of the shoot system which bears branches, leaves, flowers and fruits. Stomata, tiny pores on the surface of the leaves, and tendrils, thread-like outgrowths from the stem or leaves to support the plants with a weak stem. And then seed coat, the covering of a seed. Certain points, ये सारे जो आपके terms हैं ये हमने इस chapter में अभी पढ़े थे. Now there is a summary. A plant has two main organs, that is root system and the shoot system. The underground and non-green part of the plant is called the root. The root system can have a main tap root or many fibrous roots. Roots fix the plant and absorb water and minerals from the soil. Some plants store food in their roots or gain additional support from them. Shoot, the part of a plant above the ground, bears stems, branches, leaves, flowers and fruits. Stems transport water and minerals from the roots to leaves and provide support to the plant. The stem of a few plants grows underground and stores food. Leaves are attached to the nodes of a stem by their petioles. The plants manufacture their food in the green leaves due to a green pigment called the chlorophyll. Stems and leaves of a few weak plants are modified into soft coiled structures, that is tendrils for support. Flowers are the reproductive organs of plants attached to the branches of pedicel. Each flower has 4 parts arranged in circles called whorls. The main parts of a flower are sepals, petals, stamens and carpel. Different flowers differ from each other in color, shape and fragrance. Fruit is a juicy, pulpy and edible part of a plant consisting of pericarp and seed. A seed consists of a tough seed coat that protects it from injury, and the seed has an embryo which develops into a baby plant when the conditions are suitable. So this entire chapter dealt with everything which is associated with the plants, different parts of the plants, flower किस तरीके से ग्रो करता है, how many whorls does it have, and after that किस तरीके से आपका जो पेरिकार्प होता है, एपिकार्प होता है, मीजोकार्प होता है, एंडोकार्प होता है, which is a part of your fruits, how is it edible, कौन सा edible नहीं होता है, and how then finally the fruits grow. So please go through the entire chapter thoroughly, and the exercise questions, please do it yourselves.